Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something, well, pretty cutting edge. The power of artificial intelligence to really change weather forecasting.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some fascinating material sent over, hinting at something much bigger than your standard weather app, like a personalized AI weather wizard.
An AI weather wizard, I like that. So our mission today, our deep dives, is really to unpack how AI is making waves here, right? How it's changing our relationship with weather info.
Exactly. And what that actually means for us day to day, but also, the bigger picture impacts.
It's kind of amazing when you think about the history. I mean, for literally millennia, humans have been looking up, trying to figure out the sky.
Definitely from like old folklore and proverbs
Right, reading the clouds, the wind.
all the way to these incredibly complex scientific models we have now. It's this constant human drive to know what's coming.
And now AI. It just feels like a completely different tool, a new lens on it all.
Well, what's really striking is the sheer amount of data AI, specifically machine learning, can handle. It's just
Yeah.
vast.
You mean like temperature, wind speeds, humidity.
All of that, yeah. Readings from countless sensors, satellite imagery capturing intricate wind patterns, ocean currents, humidity levels. It's a constant flood of information.
On a scale that, well, we just couldn't process manually. Not effectively, anyway.
Not even close.
Yeah.
But it's not just about crunching more numbers faster.
Okay.
The real leap forward is how these AI algorithms learn. They learn from all that historical data, plus the real-time stuff pouring in.
So they start seeing patterns, things we might miss.
Exactly. Incredibly subtle patterns and connections that might be completely invisible to traditional methods. It's almost like the AI develops a sort of intuition for how weather systems evolve.
An intuition, huh? So if we connect that back to the listener, what does that unlock?
Well, think about the level of detail. We can move beyond just, showers expected in the region.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the potential for hyper-local forecasts, tailored maybe not just to your neighborhood, but potentially right down to your street level.
Wow. Okay, that level of detail really sparks the imagination. Like knowing the exact moment the sun's going to hit my garden patch.
Or figuring out that perfect 15-minute window to walk the dog between rain showers passing over your house, specifically.
It's like having this microscopic view of the weather right around you.
Yeah, precisely. Which naturally leads to the question, okay, great for walking the dog, but what else? How does this precision help beyond just personal convenience?
And that's where it starts getting into reshaping whole industries, I suppose.
I think so. Let's talk agriculture first. You shared some stuff about frost risk, right?
Yeah, incredibly localized frost. A farmer could lose a whole section of crops while another nearby is fine.
Imagine giving that farmer super accurate, farm-specific, maybe even field-specific frost warnings. That could literally be the difference between profit and, well, disaster.
And optimizing planting times, harvest times, based on really granular soil moisture or temperature predictions.
Absolutely. Or think about construction. You mentioned planning outdoor work.
Always a gamble with rain, right?
Exactly. But what if you had minute-by-minute, highly localized rainfall forecasts?
Mm.
Project managers could plan much more efficiently. Think of the potential cost savings, fewer delays.
Makes sense. And the energy sector, too. That seems huge, especially with renewables.
Oh, definitely. Solar, wind,
Yeah.
they depend entirely on the weather, obviously.
Right.
So getting really accurate predictions for sunlight intensity, cloud cover blockages, wind speed variations, that becomes absolutely critical for managing the power grid effectively, making sure the lights stay on.
Okay, so industries see big benefits. But what about the bigger environmental picture? Climate change.
That's arguably one of the most significant potential roles for this AI. By analyzing huge amounts of long-term climate data alongside the real-time stuff,
Mm-hmm.
AI systems could potentially get much better at identifying the complex patterns leading up to extreme weather events.
Hmm.
Think earlier, more targeted warnings for severe heat waves or flash floods or even wildfire conditions.
That early warning aspect feels vital, giving people, communities just more lead time to prepare.
It can make a profound difference. Potentially save lives, reduce damage.
Yeah, genuinely save lives. Now, what about the personalization you mentioned earlier? The AI weather wizard idea.
Right. So imagine this AI weather companion learning about you, your daily routine, maybe your commute route, your hobbies,
Okay.
and then tailoring its forecasts and alerts just for you.
So, like, if I'm a cyclist.
Yeah, say you're a keen cyclist.
Yeah.
The AI could look at the real-time wind conditions, predict gusts, localize showers along your usual routes, and maybe suggest the best, safest path for your ride that morning.
Huh. That's pretty specific.
Or Another example, if someone has, say, asthma or allergies sensitive to air quality,
Hmm.
the system could give really specific alerts about pollution levels right where they are, maybe even suggest better times of day to go outside based on predicted air quality fluctuations.
And you mentioned it learns, so it gets better over time.
That's the idea. It would constantly refine its predictions. It could learn from your feedback. Maybe you tell it that shower prediction was spot on or it
Yeah.
missed that gust of wind, and it learns from the specific microclimates right around you.
So it becomes this sort of responsive partner, helping you navigate your environment.
Exactly. Let's maybe paint a picture with a couple of quick scenarios.
Okay.
Think of someone we'll call Sarah. She lives in a bushfire-prone area.
Right, a serious risk.
Her AI companion could be constantly monitoring hyperlocal data, temperature, humidity, wind speed and direction, maybe even soil dryness right there near her home. It cross-references this with historical fire patterns for that specific spot.
Okay.
If it detects a dangerous combination of factors, a high-risk convergence, it could proactively send her a really detailed alert. Not just fire risk is high, but maybe conditions conducive to rapid fire spread detected near you. Consider these evacuation routes now.
Giving her that crucial extra time. Wow.
It could be vital. Or think of David, the gardener.
Okay. Less dramatic, but still useful.
Definitely useful. Imagine his AI assistant giving him data on the actual moisture content in different parts of his garden.
Down to the garden bed.
Potentially, yeah. Predicting the best watering times for specific plants based on incoming sun, predicted rain, maybe even early warnings for pest outbreaks linked to very localized temperature shifts.
It's moving from a general forecast to really actionable personal intelligence.
That's the core idea. Now,
Yeah.
of course, it's not all, perfectly straightforward. There are challenges,
But what? Data privacy, I imagine.
definitely. If this AI knows your routines, your location constantly, that raises privacy questions we need to address carefully.
And the infrastructure needed. Getting those hyperlocal sensors everywhere.
That's another big one. And ensuring the algorithms themselves aren't biased.
Mm.
Maybe they predict better for urban areas than rural ones because there's more data, for instance.
Right, ensuring equitable access and accuracy for everyone. That's crucial.
Absolutely. These are real hurdles to overcome. But despite them, the potential benefits seem immense.
For us as individuals, sure, but also for industries and just helping us navigate, well, the increasing complexities of our climate.
Leading to a much more informed, maybe more prepared future.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, maybe the thought to leave with is, how could this kind of truly personalized predictive weather intelligence specifically change your daily decisions or even your longer-term plans?
Yeah, how would you use your own AI weather wizard? It really makes you think about our connection to the environment, perhaps in a more proactive, data-driven way.
The fascinating future to contemplate. Thanks for exploring this with us today.